Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hi, this is Marcel Toria from Stock Tip with a new episode of the Daily Update. So we have another day behind us, and as you can see, nothing happened. Pretty much nothing happened. We've started the day pretty much where we started the previous day, and we've ended it pretty much where we've ended the previous day. So perhaps the range is a little bigger, but at the end of the day, we are still at the same point we were yesterday, and we still have no idea where the market is heading. So I think the general idea would still be that the markets are at the moment neutral. We have a lot of upside, but also a lot of downside, because as you can see, the upside would be 480 at least, and the downside would be somewhere in the range of 360, 365. So that would be the downside. So we are pretty much at the same point. In a neutral point. We don't know where we are heading. We could go either way, either a breakout, either a breakdown here. And I think the major support levels are 458. If you break above it, then perhaps 480 is the next target, and this week's low, namely 435, would be the other support line. If you break beneath it, then I think the journey could take us a step further down. So the strategy would still be remain pretty much in cash. So as you know, sometimes less is more, and this would be the moment where if you do less, you'll probably be able to win some more just by preserving your winnings. Why do I say that? Well, take a look. Yesterday I've opened a position, or it got automatically opened, and my stop was here, and half an hour into the day it got stopped. Then another breakout above this level, so another good breakout here. Let's say this was the level, another good breakout, and it came out of nowhere just as we were below the moving averages. So at the moment I don't think that the moving averages are going to do anything, or pretty much anything for us. So it makes no sense at the moment to continue trading with tight stops, or at the moment I think everybody is selling strength and buying weakness. So that's how it seems. So if you do try to trade, you could end up losing money. So I should also listen to my own advice, but I still have my long position. So this was my theoretical stop, but I deactivated it just because I feared it might just that this thing might just happen. The thing that happened might just happen, and I deactivated the stop. And at the moment I don't have any stop here. The position is not the biggest here. I am contemplating though on buying an option here on the S&P 500, not on the SPY, but on the S&P 500, or a couple of them, and pretty much seeing to that I won't miss out on anything if the markets go up, but also that I'm thinking of buying one also to hedge my portfolio in case the markets go down. So I've already found two very, very good options for that case, both of them with a time frame of, or the time period of I think 8 weeks to expiry. So this would give us a lot of time to see some action. If we're going to go down like we did here in the past, then I think move down would come in, or we would reach our potential in 4 or 5 weeks, perhaps maximum 6. So that wouldn't be a problem. So we would reach our potential here pretty soon, and if you go up, then I think 8 weeks would also have to do. We are not that far away from the all-time high at the moment. So the options that I've been looking for pretty much give you 1 to 6, 1 to 5, 1 to 6 risk reward ratio, but pretty much only if you touch this resistance point. So I will contemplate on this a little more. I'm thinking about buying it because at the moment, like I've said, you pretty much don't have any idea where the market is heading to, and it's something very, very disconcerting, and it just sucks. You will get stopped anywhere you go. You will get stopped. So if you don't place any stop, then you might just end up losing a lot of more money than you would with an option. So I think this would be a good option for me, and we shall see what happens. So what's happening with the other indexes? So the Nasdaq is always moving sideways, so also not that much happening here. The IVM is looking a little bit better though. So the IVM is still maintaining an ascending triangle formation, and it's bound to hit this resistance line sooner or later, and this resistance line also coincides with the 50-day moving average here. So this should be interesting. If we fall down, then we may just see that the whole markets are breaking down. On the other side, if you manage to break out, then it just may be that the whole markets are going to be pulled by the IVM and going to get some traction. The DAX, the same thing here, also sideways movement, pretty much nothing. Euro to US dollar actually consolidated a bit, moved a little higher, and at the moment I don't think anyone cares that much. Oil was interesting though. Oil reached this major resistance line, the trend line, in which we are finding ourselves since 1.5 years now, and even more impressive or even more curious, we've finished the day just below the trend line. So this may just be an outside reversal. We shall see what tomorrow brings us. If this is an outside reversal, then I think I'm going to short it, because why not? The last time we've reached this major resistance line, we've ended up touching the bottom again. So this would make for a huge downsides here. So I think we are talking about 80, yes, about $80. So for a risk of, let's say, a risk of 11, so 1 to 8, so why not try it? So this is definitely something that is going on my watch list. Tomorrow it's going here, and then gold. I also liked the developments in gold today. A little glitch here. Oh, I hate it when this happens. So I like the developments today, and I like that I was given the opportunity to buy again, to buy into gold. So I opened a position today into gold. I think about here. I was about somewhere about here, and with a stop here at 168 or 169. That would be my stop. Also a nice upside here. So this would be the upside. The upside would be $22 at the minimum, because the last time around we've had way bigger movements. So the first move was indeed not that much, 15, but it continued, and we've reached 62. So pretty happy with this buy, and like I've said, this is a buy in the weekly chart, in the weekly time frame. The daily time frame doesn't work for anybody when it's when you're talking about gold. Silver, on the other hand, still struggles here, still hasn't broken out, but at least it has consolidated. It has consolidated here the last couple of days. So this is the upside. What's going to happen with these markets, and we shall see tomorrow. For the time being, our strategy are still the same, so we are in neutral mode. That means we are still high on cash, and we will try to invest less than 20% of our money. So this is our strategy going forward. And then the trades that I did today, I actually did them after the closing hours, and these are Biomarine. Biomarine is a stock that has been on my watch list here for many months now, for I think 1 or 2 months, if not more. So I've pretty much kept a close eye on Biomarine for a long time, and we've had here this nice breakout, but with an outside reversal. Okay, yeah, now we've managed to break out again, and this is the point where I've bought it. The stop would be go closer, so this would be the stop. And I'm pretty curious what's going to happen with this formation. It did look pretty solid. I hope it's going to deliver. And the next title I bought today was Plug. Also something that I was looking forward now for a year or so. The last time around, I wasn't that lucky with Plug, so I was pretty lucky, but I ended up closing my position a bit too early, and then I didn't have any good setups, or let's just say my timing was bad, and I couldn't buy in again. So the last time around, I think I bought it here. I bought it here at the low, and I've sold it. I think I sold it here, and then I didn't see any opportunity to go in again. And in the last couple of days, then it still doubled here. So pretty much a wild move, but I still made a very hefty profit out of from Plug. Okay, then back to the settings. So as you all know, the next part of our video is the setups. But before we get to it, don't forget, if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and follow us also on our website stock-tip.com, because pretty much all of the setups that we are giving you here, that we are showing you in the third part of our video, are setups that sooner or later are exploding, and when they do, then they break out with a whole lot of momentum. A couple of examples I've given you here the last few days. I think I've given them on Facebook. So a couple of examples are pretty wild movements from 16, 17, 18%, or respectively 30% in just a couple of days. So for example, MU was a title I've given you last week here, and it made 14% since the breakout. So what more do you want? And this is just the smallest of them, but it's the only one that comes into my mind. So remember to like and subscribe, and most importantly, try to follow us on our website stock-tip.com. Now to the third part of our video, the setups.